3 days and counting. Woot! So, what happened in the last week?
First up, we have Anita.
Oh, God!
Hey, Anita. Anita's here.
Yeah, that was pretty terrifying for me. Having that completely live out to YouTube. It didn't really know it was going to happen until the live stream, the previous live stream is just like I was talking in the comments going, "Wait, what?" So it happened. Did okay, I guess. People seem to like it, but I still just don't like my voice at all. Sheila did a great job with the background vocals and the bass, and she helped me a lot throughout the process because I was even before even finished it, I was scared to death to put it out there, but I did. I'm not as scared about doing stuff like that as I have been, but it'll take some getting used to. Let's see what else went on this week. I managed to what do you call it? Uh, oh, what is the term? 3 a.m. brain. I managed to have oh my god. I managed to program my MIDI controller to control things in my in Reaper. So I'm like, yes. Because I was sitting there, it's like here I'm in front of the screen on this other screen, record, and then I'd have to turn around and try to play the piano and get it and back and forth to see what I'm doing. So I have my little oxygen controller over here, so I can press record, I can press stop, I can press play, and rewind, fast forward, all of that. I just don't have not quite figured out how to program the little faders that are on there. There's 8 of them, I think. I don't know. I've got it's kind of covered at the moment, but I'm going to look into doing that when I'm off on vacation starting this Saturday. So can't wait for that to happen. I worked on my little piano track. I was sitting there screwing with it for hours the other day. When I was on my 2 days off, and I'm like sitting there going, okay, let's see if it's not actually just a piano track. So I was throwing synthesizers at it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. And I'd go through the little presets, and it's like, I don't like that either. And then I'd fiddle with some dials, and I was like, "Ugh." So it's a piano track, and I threw some strings at it. I need to finish doing the recording on the strings because I'm trying to make it to where it's not so matchy with what the piano's doing. And then I gotta edit it, of course. So it's like, because I don't know, half the time I'll miss a note because I was like, oh, maybe I could do this. I was like, no, that sounded like crap. So yeah, that's got to get done. Let's see. I meow, meow. You're gonna jump in my lap, aren't you? I'll pet you for real quick. All right. Let me think. I lost my train of thought. Why? Because the cat meowed at me. And she's still meowing. Let's see. What was it? I'm gonna get back to working on some of the Produce Like a Pro Academy tracks. I've got a couple that I started over a year ago that I need to finish because I decided to start doing adding production to them, and that takes me a little bit longer. But I'm not the best at trying to figure out what the chord progression is on there because sometimes I'll listen to the bass because it's one note at a time, and then I'll try and find it on my piano. And I got most of it what I want to do sorted out, but I haven't gotten to record it yet. But I will on my vacation that I'm going to be celebrating at 1:53 a.m. Saturday. So, let's see. I don't know about anything else. What else happened? Not a lot. I programmed that controller, sort of. Worked on that track. Uh, I did do a I did record Feedback Friday, like this, but I didn't use my regular microphone I've got right here, because you can see the mic stand is right here, and my microphone, it's the Blue Ember, and I had issues, still can't figure out why sometimes my interface will just quit working. I don't know if it's the actual interface itself or if it's the inputs. So I switched the microphone cord, because I usually had it in input 1. I switched it to 2. Seems to be working fine, so I don't know if it's a matter of that or if it's the power cord in the back of my little audio box back over here. So hopefully I can keep that from happening again, because I was like, I can't really go get another interface at the moment. Not the one that I want anyway, because that one's just a wee out of my budget at the moment. But yeah, what the heck was I talking about? Production. I do want to get finished with the mixing series, so I could start doing more things about recording and production on songs, because a lot of us most of us are all still at home, and a lot are musicians and songwriters, and it's like, there's not really a lot of content out there that discusses going through pre-production or even production. It's like, here's a microphone, plug it in, and oh poof, you get this magical thing coming out and into your computer. And it's like, that's not how that works. I've seen so many videos about that when I was looking at how do you come up with stuff? And it's like, because I was tinkering God, what year is it? 6 years ago, when I started trying to do stuff, and then trying to look up online, watch some YouTube videos. They didn't really give you any kind of information whatsoever. That's just like, here's a little nugget for you, but we're not going to answer the questions we know you're going to have. You're just going to listen to us, and we're gods, and we're awesome. Just watch our videos. No. I'm planning on doing the whole damn thing. Going through the planning process. I'll start, well, before I had that little Yamaha keyboard, I don't even, no, I had a bass guitar. I started my pre-productions on the bass. It was the only instrument I had, but the only thing I had to record them on was a cell phone. And not this cell phone, but it was like forever ago. The audio program, the recording program on there would quit working. It would stutter. So half the time I was trying to like record ideas down, the app was messing up. So it was just like getting on my nerves, but I couldn't do anything else because it was all I had at the time. And I had those up on SoundCloud for a while, but I rescued them off of there and took them off, since they've decided, oh, you need to do this, and this is, I don't know. I quit uploading to SoundCloud, and unless I absolutely have to, I'm not going to. So I'm not worried about that anymore. Now that I've got a computer, I've got Reaper, I have an interface, I can record straight to hell into the computer and do what I need to there. I want to take through the whole process of coming up with ideas. So I will probably be noodling at the piano. And it's going to go with that chance composition. I think, what was it that I drew was F sharp major. I'm going to go through the process of finding a melody, figuring out the sort of a chord progression, and if I want to deviate from it to say a different scale or something. I don't know. I won't know yet, not till I start working on it. But yeah, going through the whole thing and coming up with ideas, arranging it, adding other elements to it. Um, yeah, because it's like this is what a lot of people are doing. They're at home. Mostly, if they don't have live instruments, they're using a little MIDI controller and instrument plugins and writing their songs. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with doing it that way. Don't let anybody flip and tell you, oh, that's not music. Ew, it's not music at all. It is music. Yeah. Yeah, I hate people that tell you it's like, oh, that's not real music. Oh, that's not how you do it. I've got all this. And it's like, okay, where's your song? Can't produce one, can you? Too busy screwing around telling people they're doing it wrong or they're just, I don't know. Yeah, people like that piss me off. But yeah, so we'll be doing that too. And I'll try and keep up with the Reaper tips. I'm kind of running out of tips. I've got a couple more, and if I think of more along the way, I'll put those up too. It's like I didn't really plan on that one. But I was like, hey, this is a cool idea. Let me just make a quick little video. Let me just call it Quick Reaper Tips. I was like, yeah, right. And it turned into a thing. So we'll see how long I keep that up. I also need to make a new outro card. I hate that one I've got. I might try and make like a little animated thing because I don't need all the social media stuff on that card because that's all automatically put into the description of the video. They're already down there, and if somebody wants to go to my main channel page, that's what it is. A lot of them are in the header, so it's like I don't need all that. I don't need all that nonsense in my outro, so I'm gonna redo that when I'm off. So I'm gonna figure out some stuff and maybe make it all like sparkly. Who knows? But yeah, it's a lot of umming. Yeah, I think that's all that went on. I still haven't had a chance to play with my cassette recorder sitting on my computer there. I will. Maybe I'll make a video about it, but it won't be on this camera. It'll be on this little camera. It's also only 720, so sorry. There are still no HD webcams to be had. And I tried using an app on here and put it on the computer. My camera on here is 1080p. But through that app through the phone and on the computer was only going to give me 720, so it's no better than the web camera or this camera. They're both 720. So it's just like it's too much of a hassle. It's not worth it. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And I also, which I've ignored, I put a piece of tape up above the lens just so I could like something to concentrate and look at. Because I know sometimes when I'm doing these, I will look off at the screen behind me to see what I'm doing, and I'm not looking at the camera. Now I am looking at the camera. I get distracted because I'm right back there. Although I probably should turn that monitor off while I'm doing this. That way I don't have all this distraction. But unfortunately, I have to be able to make sure my microphone is still recording and that this is still working. So there goes that idea. Anyway, I'm rambling on. It's like, okay, so how was your week? Not as cuckoo as mine, but hopefully you all are staying well and safe and not having too much stress during this time. I'm still a little bit stressed, but it is what it is. We can either freak the hell out about it or just go on about our day. Do what we need to do to keep ourselves and our families safe and not worry about anything else, or at least try not to. And it's not easy, and I know, because I give up sometimes, but I just keep on doing what I need to do and get on about my day. So how was your last 7 days? Did you have any highs, any lows, anything happening with you? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.